Midterm elections are just a short 193 days away. Lawmakers are running for re-election and would love to keep their jobs, but voters may have different ideas.
CNN chief data analyst Harry Enten is here now to run the numbers. There he is for us. Harry, Congress not so hot right now. How much do voters, just straight up hate Congress right now?
I just want to point out, Boris and Brianna, when I come down to D.C., I'm hoping to be together with you. But despite the fact, I know. Look, the bottom line is this. My approval rating of the fact that I'm not with you is basically on par with Congress's approval rating at this point, okay? I mean, we're talking about record high disapproval rating of Congress. We're talking about 86% of Americans disapprove of Congress. That is tied, get this, with the all-time record high back in November of 2013. And they have been polling, Gallup's been polling approval ratings of Congress for eons now, since well before I was born. At this point, just 10% of Americans approve of the job that Congress is doing. The Americans, I am here in Washington, D.C. to deliver a message. They hate you guys.
Yikes. Harry, to be clear to our viewers, we were supposed to be together in person, but there was a fire alarm on Capitol Hill that went off. Then there was a thunderstorm that hit us, and then a traffic jam on the way back. Brianna and I literally ran. We got in a car, but it felt like we were running all the way from Capitol Hill to be here in the studio to join you. So please,
to bring us together.
Cut us some slack. Historically, this very low poll number, where does it rank?
Okay, so I want to put this in some perspective for you. 10% of Americans approving or agreeing with something. That is actually lower than the percentage of Americans who believe that we faked the moon landing. 12% of Americans say that we faked the moon landing. 10% of Americans believe that the earth is flat. So the approval rating for Congress is on par with the percentage of Americans who believe the earth is flat. The earth is not flat, it is round, and of course we did land on the moon back in 1969, but when you can't even meet the Mendoza line, as I like to say it, of the moon landing, you know that you're in deep, deep trouble.
Deep trouble. And so, just after the inauguration, it wasn't so bad, at least among Republicans. How about now? What's the shift here?
Yeah, this is what is driving the record low approval ratings for Congress, or the record high disapproval ratings for Congress. Republicans control the House and the Senate. Look at this. Congress's net approval rating among the Republicans, look at that. In March of 2025, it was plus 33 points. That's pretty good, historically speaking. It's not half bad. Look at how much it has fallen. It has fallen into the basement, minus 56 points at this point. That is an 89-point drop in only a little bit more than a year's time. So despite the fact that Republicans control Congress, Republicans themselves absolutely despise Congress at this point.
Yikes. What does this mean then for the midterms? Historically, the incumbent party of the White House just doesn't do well. This seems like a snowball turning into an avalanche. Yeah, so,
we've been tracking this, Boris. The last time I was down here with you, we were tracking this number, although we were in the same room at that point. And what I know. I'm just going to keep harping on it. Look, the chance that the GOP holds on to the House, you go back to when Texas redistricted last year, Republicans were thinking, hey, we might be able to hold on. Maybe we can gerrymander our way to a House majority. It was 33% then. But look at where it is today. It is just 15%. The bottom line is this, according to the Kalshi prediction market, the chance that Republicans are able to hold on to the House of Representatives, it ain't too hot to trot. And I really wouldn't be surprised if the Senate falls as well. That's right now at a 50-50 odds. You look historically speaking, when a president has an approval rating, about 40% or less, depending on how you average the polls, there's just no way on God's green earth that Republicans can hold on to the House majority. But hey, you know what? I'll be back next time in D.C. We can be together, and then we can update the odds once again.
Our bond is so much stronger than the walls that divide us, Harry.
I know.
Not just as a show, but as Americans, right?
That's true. We're all coming together. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Brianna?
You'll be here for the dinner, am I right?
I'll be here. Don't worry. We're going to be chatting after this show. Don't you worry about it. We'll find each other in actual person instead of the separate flashes or this wonderful DC.
I'm in a tiny closet.
Yeah, that works for me. A nice, shiny, whatever it takes to see you.
All right, Harry. We'll hang out. See you in just a moment. And we'll see the arena with Casey Hunt starting right now.
Thanks for joining me.